Hello and welcome to day one of the March Virtual India Sourcing Show. Today we've got an amazing show lined up for you guys. We have got one of the leading suppliers of home furnishings from Panipat. We've got a metal and wood product supplier, and we've also got a premium backpack supplier joining us very, very shortly. I'm Meghla in Singapore, and I'm joined by Kevin and Marg in Australia. Kevin and Marg, how are you guys doing?
We're great, thanks.
So what's new? How's your week been so far, Marg?
Oh, my week's been so busy just watching the Telegram group. All these messages that kept coming in every day. I cannot believe from the PPC how much the Telegram group just pings constantly, day and night. It's amazing. So it's really good to see that everyone's all networking and got a lot of benefit out of it. So, and it's still going a week later. So it's great. Really impressed.
It seems like they're making a lot of progress over there, mate.
Yeah,
the PPC.
It seems to be doing really well.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, I think some people have reported some wins as well. Andy was saying that he's got some campaigns that have been doing really well. So, that's very encouraging to see. After all, I mean, what we really want for attendees who attend these workshops is to see success and get some more dollars in their bank, right? So when that happens,
absolutely,
that makes me very happy.
Yeah, but it just goes to show that Ritu, what she teaches, is very good, and so it goes back to when you go back to PPC and you sort of get the grasp of the basics. I think sort of getting the grasp of the basics cements some fundamentals, and I think Ritu is a very good teacher in that respect, that she sort of gets the point across in a nice way.
Exactly, and PPC is not easy to understand, but if you get the basics, I think you can build. If you have a strong foundation, you can build a strong brand on top of it. Yeah. And then we've also got. Go ahead, Kevin.
I was just going to say, like PPC is probably like learning a foreign language to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
It's probably harder.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry,
the other thing we want to remind people about is, now is the time you should start thinking about your Q4 orders, because we're already into March. And once you start discussing, your products with suppliers, get into sampling and product development, designing, packaging, all of those things, it's going to be a couple of months. And you definitely want to make sure that your products are in Amazon's warehouse by October for Q4, or even earlier for some products. I mean, depending on the product category. But now is the time to start thinking about your Q4 orders and placing orders pretty soon.
Definitely.
Okay. And Kevin, do you also want to talk about the insurance?
Yes, sorry, I nearly forgot. Meghla. It's good job you reminded me. Our upcoming Wednesday webinar, we've got insurance people from 2 parts of the world coming to speak with us. And
Three parts.
So
Three parts, actually.
3 parts.
Yeah.
3 parts of the world. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got an insurance service provider from Singapore.
So that'll be very interesting. Singapore, we've got the US, and we've got Australia. And so, it's going to be a mighty webinar with a lot of info to spread around.
Exactly. And I think this is the first time that insurance providers from different countries are coming together on a platform, because insurance is such a thing that you have to get insurance from a service provider in your country or your region. So it's very difficult for somebody from the US or insurance service provider from the US, for example, to give you services if you're based in another country. So it should be very interesting to see that.
So
let's see who's joined us. Yes.
Meghla, anybody that's got any questions regarding insurance, make sure they turn up on that day and have those questions in hand, and I'm sure they'll be answered in the best way possible.
Absolutely.
From the best people possible.
Yep. And Jason will be joining us for that webinar as well. So we are co-hosting this webinar with Jason, and there are going to be a lot of people on the screen that day.
It's going to be a big Zoom meeting.
It's going to be a big Zoom meeting, yeah. Hi, Gayatri. Good to see you here. Vandana, hi. Robin, how's it going? Facebook user, can I just remind you to go to this URL, streamyard.com/Facebook, and give StreamYard access to your profile so that we can see who you are. What's the average lead time for sea freight from India to US, not considering current port congestion? So, Mark, do you want to just quickly do you want to quickly just address this?
From once it hits the port at Nhava Sheva, but depending if it's coming from, say, Delhi, Moradad up the top, it takes about 4 days to get down to the port, but actual sea time from the minute the ship leaves till it docks in New York is 22 days if you go direct, which if you use Shamishka, she'll usually make sure that that's the way your shipment would go. But so you've got to bear in mind, really, by the time you get from your manufacturer to the port, clear customs, and then get off at the other end and clear customs, you're looking at least another week on top of that 22 days. So you might as well say a month to get it into either Amazon or your 3PL.
Yeah, but the East Coast, Marg, is not seeing as much congestion as the West Coast, is it?
It doesn't appear to be, no, nothing like California is apparently weeks back up. I think there might be, 1 or 2 days sometimes at New York, but nothing like the sort of, because I think there's so much stock coming from China, and that all goes into, the West Coast because it's the most closest port. So I think whereas we're lucky because we're only dealing with the Indian opposition, really, we're not dealing with all the, Chinese sort of forwarders as well. So it makes a difference.
Yeah. We'll also have to see how that ship that's currently stuck in the Suez Canal, how that affects things in the coming few days. So that's something that we have to keep an eye on. Yeah, it's not good at all. So that might cause delays.
Megla, I think they're waiting for the wind to blow the other way to help the tugboat.
Well, I know Robin's watching, and we were looking where Robin's ship was the other day, and it was like hadn't hit the Suez Canal yet, so we'll be able to watch it and see whether it gets stuck because I know which one it is, so I'll keep watching it.
Cool. Well, okay, so here is Samiksha's email address. She's our freight forwarder, our recommended freight forwarder in our Facebook group, so definitely reach out to her. She'll be able to help and answer all of your freight-related questions. And somebody's asking, what's the StreamYard link? This is the StreamYard link that you need to go to and give access to your profile. So StreamYard.com/Facebook. Okay, let's get on with our show now, and we're going to invite our first guest, Shweta from Home Trends. Hello, Shweta. How are you?
Hi, Megla. I'm good. How are you?
Hi, how are
Doing
you?
well.
Hi, Shweta.
Hi,
welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Margaret.
Hello.
Cool. So, Shweta, first of all, I just want to point out to people there's a slight background noise from Shweta's microphone, so please excuse us for that. She will be, muted. We tried to fix it before the call, but we weren't able to. But it's hopefully it's not very bothersome. Okay, so Shweta, why don't you start telling people about your company, Home Trends, and then I will go ahead and share your company profile, and then let's get started.
Right. So, Home Trend Overseas is basically manufacturer and leading manufacturer and exporter of home furnishing products like rugs, bath mats, cushions, and wall hangings, kitchen mats, placemats, etc. We are working since 1998, and our main motive is just to deliver quality merchandise to our customers. Like we have customers over the world, and we just focus on providing quality merchandise to our customers. So this is our main motive. As we know that demand of home furnishing products is growing day by day. So to cater this demand, to cater this ever-growing need of home furnishing products, we have this setup of machinery, which helps us to complete our orders on given time frame. So we have hand looms, tufting machines, power looms, stitching machines inside our factory. Yeah. Also, we have a very experienced staff and technical staff who are very well aware in their particular fields. So they keep on working together to provide new designs, new products, and a wide range of products to our customers. And also that is of a very good quality and in a given time frame, and also with a very reasonable price. So technical staff and experienced staff helps us to complete our orders and also to support our customers in any way. So the staff is always available for everyone, for our customers, for our buyers, and everything. Other than that, we also have our designing team, our own designing team, who keep innovating our products, keep innovating our designs, so that we can have a wide range of products in home and overseas, and we can provide more options to our buyers in the home furnishing products. So we have our own team who keep on innovating the products, keep on providing designs to us on the basis of what buyer can ask for samples for us, and we can like develop any kind of sample for them. It can be either from their designs or they can select from our collection also. So there are no limitations for that.
Right. And Shweta, I just want to ask you, like, how do your designers come up with new designs for any season? Like, are they looking at, are they going to trade shows or looking at overseas websites to see design trends? How do they come up with ideas?
Like as per the requirement, as per the need, they study the market, what kind of need is going on, like what kind of festivals are coming. On the base of that, they develop the new samples, new designs.
Okay. And are you also keeping track of, let's say, color trends in the global
Of
market? And then,
Of course, definitely. Colors like play a major role in, designs and products. So it add a extra, what we can say, extra positive point if we have colors as per the buyer's demand. So of course we look for the colors trend also.
okay, awesome.
Yeah. Then packaging plays, very important role in, especially for Amazon sellers, because a packaging we focus on packaging so that we can reduce the returns, which add a extra cost to Amazon sellers. So we have some, unique ideas so that we can reduce the returns. We add some extra efforts to our packaging, like we add gift cards, we add thank you cards in it, and also some kind of scratch cards so that customer can get, final customer can get some extra benefits or exciting offers for future. So packaging is also our main focus on it, so that we can reduce returns, we can reduce the cost of return.
Yeah, and packaging, I think, for home furnishings is even more important because some of these products
Yes.
are bulky.
Yeah.
So, like rugs and all. So, how do you typically package rugs? I mean, are these rolled up or folded, or how's the packaging done?
It goes in rolled up form also if they are large in size, or in folded ways also. So both way it goes. Like it depends the size of the rug.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the inserts, Sweater. That's sort of people will love that. That'll be a benefit for the buyers.
Sorry.
The inserts, the packaging inserts, that is a fantastic idea for the buyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, packaging
Very
inserts.
helpful. Very helpful.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, we got one question from Francois. He's asking, are you making any machine washable rugs?
Yes, we have machine washable rugs also, but we prefer hand wash only.
Okay. What
Yeah.
kind of materials are the machine washable rugs made from, and like how are they different from hand wash only?
Like it can be cotton also, it can be in any fabric. It is easily machine washable, but we
Hmm.
prefer like uh, to wash by hand so that it will not leave some color or something else, or it will not shrink.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Manish is saying packaging inserts is definitely plus. Yes.
Yeah.
Linford, greetings from Perth. Hi, Margaret Jolly. Margaret, you have a friend. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yes.
Quality.
Quality, you need not to describe quality because it is the main point where everyone get attracted towards the product. So quality is our main focus, so that we Hometown Overseas believe that quality is not something that is to be checked at the final stage or at the end stage. So we prefer to manufacture the quality from the very beginning, and then keep a check on it at the end also, so that we do not have any like point of mistake. So we check it on end also, and we keep it like from beginning. We keep checking our products so that it will not give any kind of fault.
Right.
And then we will check it at final end, and then we will dispatch our like products.
Okay. So in your factory, you follow AQL 2.5, right? That's the
Yeah.
standard you follow. And then do you
There is a
also, yeah, go ahead.
there is a quality team which keep all these keep check on all the points of quality and keep inspecting the goods so that there will be like no chance of fault.
Okay. And then for your own in-house quality team, I mean, do you also get third-party inspections to check,
Like
do pre-shipment inspections in case a
yes,
buyer wants to get that?
yes, we do have that facility also. We have our internal lab also. But if buyer wants to get the third party inspection, then we'll go for that also.
Okay.
Yeah. Then social responsibilities, like we are very much aware about our social responsibilities towards our partners, towards our environment, towards our team member. So keeping in all that mind, we like we always follow our social responsibilities towards our parties. So for our environment, we basically use can you change the slide? So for environment, we are making our contribution by using these PET polyester products that are made up of plastic bottles, which are majorly used for landfilling. But we use to make these make rugs and like different products from these PET polyester fiber. So it will help to reduce the pollution also in our environment.
And are these rugs typically more expensive than regular cotton rugs, or are they, would
Yes,
you say they're cheaper?
there is a just slight difference in their price, not much, and but they are also more softer than cotton. Like they have more soft touch than cotton, and so they are slightly expensive than cotton rugs.
Okay. We have one
Yeah.
question from Manish. He's asking, do you make inserts as per Amazon terms of service?
Yes, definitely.
So just based on,
There
I
are some.
guess, the requirements of the buyers, you would
Yeah,
be able to.
there are some terms and condition, or there are requirements of WAC, so we follow that.
Okay. Are you open to design customization if customers provide their own designs?
Yes, I have mentioned in starting also. We can customize the designs as per the buyer requirement also, or they can select from art collection also. So there are no limitations of that. They can
Right.
provide us their own designs.
And you do have a design team. So let's say if a buyer gives you some inspiration, maybe some similar products, then your design team can help and refine the designs even more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Gayatri is asking, are the rugs anti-slip and slip resistant?
Yes, these are. Like these are little soft, so these are anti-slip, and these can be used outdoor and indoor both. Both way these can be used.
Okay. And the cotton ones are mostly for indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the cotton ones? Are they also anti-slip and slip resistant, or it depends? Like you could get a backing that is anti-slip, right?
Yes. They are totally anti-slip. Cotton is something that fixed at a place.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the products.
Yes. So we have a wide range of products of home furnishing. So these are just like few categories. We have Asian rugs, area rugs, bath rugs, cushions. We have our macrame collection. We also do mats for pets also, and for house purpose also. We have bags and basket. So these are the few products category we deliver to our buyer.
Okay. So I just want to ask one question about this industry in Panipat. So you're based in Panipat. Let's also talk a little bit about the industry there and maybe educate our audience about
Yeah.
how this city is really the hub for home furnishings. Hopefully when international travel opens up, some of our buyers might be able to visit India and I'm sure some of them, would like to visit Panipat too. So Shweta, can you just tell us a little bit about Panipat? Like what types of suppliers are there? What types of overall products are manufactured, and yeah, just a bit of a background and history maybe.
Yes, like as you know, Panipat is hub of weavers, so it is also known as city of weavers. There are number of products which are like hand tufted, handcrafted, and all these hand woven. So Panipat is basically dealing in all these cushions, curtains, and bath mats, all of these. It They provide in number type of fibers and fabrics. So there is no limitation for that also. Like there are number of companies who are providing their products to all over the world and completing this whole circle of home furnishing products. So yes, there is a large exporters from the Panipat.
Okay. And you are one of the bigger exporters based there, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So let's take a look at some of your products now. So this is area rugs.
Yeah. So these are
And
the
go ahead.
Yeah, Asian rugs are like medium-sized rugs where we can use indoor outdoor. And these are the area rugs which are like slightly large in size than the Asian rugs. So
Okay.
these are made up of cotton also, micro, polyester, or can be in any fiber as per the requirement of buyer. And n number of designs are there for the same. Yeah. These are the Asian rugs, medium-sized rug. You can use it as a placemat also or like anywhere in your home.
Okay.
Bath rugs. These are also provided in multicolors, in multi-fibers, and also in different designs, different shapes as per the requirement.
And are all the materials for the rugs, bath mats, are they all sourced locally, or are some materials also imported?
Yeah, they are all sourced locally.
Okay. And the materials are also manufactured locally, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So these are pillows, decorative pillows. Like these can be printed in printed form also or hand woven also. Like if you can see this blue or white one. So these are printed. These can be in different forms. It can be in cotton, it can be in jute, or it can be like micro polyester or pet polyester I've described.
Okay. What kind of printing is done on them?
It's screen printing.
Okay.
Or
Do
we
you guys
can go
also
for
do digital?
Yeah, we can go for digital printing also, but that need like large MOQ for that.
Okay. So what's the
Shweta,
MOQ for digital printing?
Like it depends on it, more than 500 or 1,000 pieces we can go for that.
Okay. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Kevin.
and do you do block printing as well, Shweta?
Yeah, block painting for also we go, and we
Okay.
go screen printing, digital printing, everything can be done.
Excellent.
Like there can be mixture also. It can be printed plus tufted cushions also available.
Okay. And is the printing done in-house or is it like outsourced?
No, it is outsourced.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are throws.
Okay.
These are also made up of different fiber. These are PET polyester woven throws, which can be used.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the poofs, which can be used in house, and these can be available in different sizes, different shapes. And these are also available in all the fibers.
And typically, what's the filling that's used for these?
There is a polyester filling, I guess. I am not much aware about the filling, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because one concern I've seen on Amazon with these types of poofs is that after use, they kind of become, they deform a little bit, so they're not able to maintain their shape. So I think the filling is quite important for this. Okay, we've got one question from Francois. Is there a one-time fee for custom design printing, screen versus digital?
One-time fee. I'm not getting.
Francois, could you clarify your question? Yeah. So what Shweta said was for digital printing, there's an MOQ of 500 to 1,000, depending on the product, slightly higher. But for screen printing, the MOQ may be lower. Okay, are they available in different sizes, or we have to provide required sizes? So
No,
Manish, are you referring to
definitely
poofs? Mhm.
they are definitely available in different sizes. It will be as per the buyer requirement.
Okay. And Francois is saying like a tooling fee of sorts. So you don't charge an extra fee, right? If somebody has to give, like has to develop their own designs, would you charge an
No,
additional fee?
no,
Yeah.
there will be no additional fee. Only just
Mhm.
shipping charges will be there. Or either
Yeah.
buyer can ask to like arrange a pickup from their hand, or there will be additional charges of shipping only. No additional fee for sample development or their own designs.
Okay. Vandana is asking, can you give an idea of the price of poofs?
It will be in range of $12 to $15.
Okay. So Manish earlier was asking about pillows. The sizes that he was asking, are they available in different sizes? So what's the standard size of pillows specifically for the US market?
Like it would be 18 by 18, or like size can be differentiate as per the demand. So there is
Okay.
no issue of size.
Okay. Francois says that answers my question. Cool. Okay, let's take a look at. Oh, this is awesome. Everybody is looking for macrame products nowadays.
Yes, right. The macrame is very much like trending, as you know. So we have our
Yeah,
macrame collection also. We have wall
right.
hangings. We have plant holders in that, cushions, pillows in macrame form.
Okay. So can I ask you, Shweta, for these macrame products, do you have people in your factory working and making these products, or are you also like many other people outsourcing these macrame products to maybe home-based artisans or other types of
Yes,
artisans?
right. We have our team also, but it depends on the number of orders. So if it can be made inside, then we go for it. Else we distribute some household ladies who make these kind of products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. How heavy are the poofs approximately?
Weight, I have not much idea of weight, but like I can solve, like our team can solve these queries of you. So you can
Yeah.
mail your questions or queries. We will revert you within 24 hours about all your queries
Okay. Yeah,
regarding
Gayatri, I
this.
guess these are a bit technical questions. Maybe you can email Shweta separately. We'll just show the email address once we finish here. Okay, the blue one, what is the size and price for the macrame blue one? And I mean, you don't have to give a specific, like a particular price. It could be a price range because, of course, the price
Right.
depends on so many different things. But yeah, just maybe a benchmark price or a price range. Would you be able to give that?
No, it depends on size only. Size, design. Like
Mm-hmm.
if it is a typical design, then of course price will be higher. So it
Mm-hmm.
totally depends on the designs and like size of the product.
Yeah. Yeah. So typically, like this kind of blue one that you have in the photo, what is the starting price for, let's say, this particular design? Would you consider this design as simple or complicated?
Like it is simple also, we can consider it, but it it depends on the size. If the size is large, then it will definitely take
Mm-hmm.
some more time.
Right. But typically, it should be less than $10, you would say? I mean,
Yes, it
it, yeah. Okay. Vandana, I think what you can do is reach out to Shweta directly and then because yeah, there's so many factors involved in the pricing. We don't want her to, mention a price over here and then it might change later depending on, the design, quantity, so many different things to keep in mind. Standard macrame wall hanging price.
so it's
So
not just about price only.
yeah,
So price can be discussed later. Like as you said, it depends on various factors. So price
yeah.
is not the matter if we are providing good quality of products.
And Shweta, what percentage of your buyers are e-com or Amazon sellers?
Sorry.
What percentage of your buyers would be, e-commerce sellers or Amazon sellers? Do you have a big percentage of people that buy from you that are Amazon sellers?
So how many, like, do you have a lot of Amazon sellers as your buyers? Amazon sellers, e-commerce sellers?
No, we do not have a lot of, but we have number of like Amazon sellers.
Okay,
So
I
we
think they are
supplying
starting to come now.
sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're starting to come to India now, thanks to Virtual India Sourcing Show.
Yeah, right.
That's why we like to ask. We like to keep their present numbers.
Yes.
If we're
Yeah,
doing a
then
good
thank
job
you.
or not.
Of course, thank you for sharing this platform.
Now we'll come back to you in 6 months, Shweta, and ask you the question again, and hopefully the number is higher.
Yeah,
Right.
significantly.
Hope
Okay, let's move quickly here. Otherwise, we'll be running late, and then Kevin's going to blame me for everything.
As usual.
As usual.
These are the mats like in braided form, also in cotton form also. I have some samples also if you want to see of rugs and
Yeah,
cushions.
let's see some samples. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and show the samples. It's always better to
I like
see.
the bone shaped ones.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
this
get
is
one for Bryson.
this is the Asian rug we have. It is in 50 by 80 size, and like it is reversible. It can be used from both the sides. It is made up of 100% cotton.
And sweater, that would roll up really easy, wouldn't it?
Yes, it can.
That would roll really easy.
Yes, it can be rolled easily.
Yeah, yeah.
So would this be shipped folded or rolled? What would be better for this kind of rug? To save space.
Easily. Yeah,
Okay.
rolled will be better.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another product like this one. This is also made up of cotton. And this is quite large in size than the earlier. So, yes, these are also made up of 100% cotton rugs.
Yeah.
These can be
really,
different designs, different size, and as per the requirement.
Mm-hmm.
The quality looks really good, sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking with those rugs, they'd probably be better folded for Amazon purposes because they're all going to be oversized if they're rolled, whereas they may be able to be folded into the standard size. So it would be a lot more economical. So that may be something you need to talk to people about, Sweeta, and maybe see if they can fit to the Amazon size.
Oops, what happened? Where did it go?
She didn't like what you said, Margaret.
I frightened her away. She doesn't want to not roll her mat.
She doesn't want to fold them. She only wants to roll them.
She only likes to roll them, Marg.
Okay, let's just wait for her to return.
Yeah.
If you roll, then it would be too big. So I think it should be folded. Yeah, I think especially for these kinds of mats, the cotton ones, some of them might not be able. You might not be able to fold them because they might. Yeah, they might crease.
The damage, the permanent sort of damage. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the rug, but I think if possible, with all the cloth ones, that they should be able, to be folded. And probably I would be put into a box. I know people think it's going to cost them more, but you can't squash a box like you can squash some fabric. And Amazon loves squashing it and making it that inch bigger. It's there. I'm sure the warehouse staff get paid to make it an inch bigger.
Vacuum pack. Okay. Yeah, that's a good question, Gayatri. Let's see if she's able to come back because looks like she's disconnected. Great minds think alike. Yeah. Okay, so let's just give her a couple of minutes to return. If not, then we'll just keep moving forward over here. I think she's got some connectivity issues. So this is her email address. And what I'll also do is let me just share her product catalog real quick because she was going to show this catalog. So let's just skip through the catalog here. Some very nice pillows, cushion covers.
A lot of good Macrame ones. Yeah, she's back.
Sorry.
There she is. You're back. It's okay. No worries. So there was, we were just going through the product catalog. There's one question from Gayatri. Vacuum packing available. Do you do vacuum packing for these rugs or cushions? Yeah, rugs.
Yes, for large size rugs, we do vacuum packing also.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So Shweta, we're just going to run through your catalog. And for everyone watching, you do have access to all of these catalogs. I'm going to share the link shortly where you can access all of the catalogs. But let's just look at all of these real quick. Oh, wow. These are really nice. These are macrame table mats.
Yes.
There's a nice gift
handle.
for someone.
Yeah. Haven't seen these before. And these are also macrame, is it? The
Yes, it is macrame.
doormat, I guess.
Yes.
So how do you ensure that's non-slip? Because, you know, it's just rope. Is it very slippery? Or can
No,
you
it's
do some
not.
sort of backing? No, it's not. Okay.
No, it's not slippery. It's anti-slippery, and they can be used at any place.
Okay. Oh, these are really nice.
That's nice, isn't it?
And these would be machine washable or no?
Yes, these can be used in machine also. These can be washed in machine, but like in separate bags, these can be washed.
Oh yeah, separate bags. Yeah. Oh, these are nice curtains.
Oh wow!
I like this idea.
Yeah.
Yes, these all are macrame products. We deliver the curtains also and cushion covers also, mats also in macrame collection.
Now that's very Amazonable, isn't it, Margaret?
Well, actually, it's quite funny. Curtains and shower curtains are some of the most popular things, and I can't believe that people buy shower curtains. I would have thought most people have a glass screen, but every week when I look, they're up the top of the list of most popular bought products. So it's amazing. So shower curtains and curtains seem to be it.
Yeah,
they could be used for wall hangings.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, they can be used for wall hangings also.
So Daisy is asking, just to clarify, we do not require special approval from Amazon for macrame products. These products are really nice. So Marg, we don't require approval, right?
No, not if they're just made out of cotton, unless there was some odd material used, but just the general products we're looking at, no.
Yeah. And these can be done in any colors. This is
Yes.
nice, so you can use different colors. Yeah. What about, can you add beads or like wooden beads or glass beads?
Yes, it can be as per the design. It will go.
Yeah. Okay. And again, I think the advantage of somebody working with your company is that you have a design team so that, if somebody just has an idea, they can come to you and you can bring that idea to life. Your designers can say that, your designers can work with the buyers to develop a design together, and they can say, oh, this will work or this will not work, or maybe do this way. It's always nice to have somebody who's a designer and who's experienced.
So they can definitely share their own designs, and like our designing team will really work on it. The way by require.
Yeah, some of these are really pretty these days, wall hangings, aren't they?
Some of although we've seen macrame products before, some of these just somehow different.
I like the one on the
left. They just seem different designs. Yeah, lovely.
I think the one with the diamonds is lovely. It's really different.
So these are very popular from Panipat. I remember growing up, we used to have this sort of a wall hanging in our house. Yeah.
So all these products are available in like different sizes, different colors, and as per the requirement.
Right. It would actually be very interesting, Shweta, to see how this product is manufactured. Like, because there's so many different effects and processes that are used for each of the different effects. It'd be very interesting to see how it's actually made.
I'll share you a video soon then.
Yeah, definitely do that. Share it in the group. Especially hand tufting, how is the hand tufting done?
Right. These are the printed ones.
Okay.
It is printed on cotton.
Okay.
These have some handworks on it. These are tufted, and like this one is tufted and printed both, and you can like customize the text as per the buyer requirement. So it can be, any text can be doctored on cushions.
And what would be the sort of standardized sort of costing of those particular cushions? Would they be under $10 or?
Yeah, it will be remain in the same range, like 8 to 10 or 8 to 15.
Okay. Bernadette is asking, what material or cord are the macrame curtains of?
These are used, these are made up of cotton, or these can be in any fiber if you want. But basically, these are in cotton form only.
Okay.
For curtains.
I did macrame at school a long time ago, and it's really making a comeback now. Yeah, same here. I think all of us did macrame in school.
Yeah, definitely. I've still got some hanging around somewhere.
I didn't.
No comments. Okay, cool. So all of these are cotton handloom woven rugs.
So there are a number of products you can go for. These are printed.
Oh, that's cute.
Aren't they cute?
Addy'd like that in his bedroom, wouldn't he, Megla?
He would, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can print any design.
Akash is asking, do you make cotton or microfiber?
It will be in both. Like it can be a combination of both also, or it can be purely in cotton only, or microfiber.
What is more absorbent typically as a material? Is it cotton or microfiber?
Yes, cotton. Of course.
Okay. So these over here, are they microfiber or are these cotton?
These are cotton.
These are cotton, okay.
Yeah, with prints.
And this is printed. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks quite intricate. There's a lot of work gone into that one.
Yeah, tufted.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are more poofs. Okay, what's this? Door stopper.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
That's
These
the
are
first time
also
I've seen
made
that.
cotton and like print on it.
In some
So
sort of
it
a
can be-
polyester filling.
Yeah, it can be also in different shapes, as you can see.
Yeah. Very baby friendly as well, I think.
Yeah. These are also door stoppers in different shapes.
Oh, look at this.
There's something for Bryson.
Yeah, these are for pet. These are pet products, pet mats. These are pet friendly and also known as snuffle mat. So we also deal in this also.
Awesome. Well, Shweta, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to just show your email address once again over here. So anyone who's interested in sourcing home furnishings or any of the products, reach out to Shweta directly. And you can also see all of the all of the catalogs that we've shared today. I'm just going to share the link over here and just type this link into your browser and you can see all of the catalogs.
And Shweta, I'm sure if you could put a video up of the, ladies
Yes,
or the people would really appreciate that. That would be fantastic.
Yes, definitely. I'll do it in short time.
Thank you.
Someone asking, what about the shipping costs from India to USA? Are they similar to the ones from China?
That depends. This is all all these questions can be answered on mail only. So our staff or our technical team will answer these questions about shipment and charges and all.
And also to let you guys know.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, no, look, in general, shipping costs from India to the US don't vary much at all from China. We've dealt originally in China, and I think we're paying less for shipping now than we were with our products from China. So if you go to a good shipping agent and get, a comparable price, I don't think it's really any more expensive and it's quicker. Because at the moment you can go directly into New York and it works out quite, time-wise it's quick and the cost isn't anymore. So it's a, much of a muchness.
Yeah. And you can also go into our Facebook group and do a search for shipping. We've actually done a very, very detailed webinar with Samiksha, who is our resident logistics expert in the group. So yeah, go watch that webinar. There's a lot of information there. Bernadette says, thank you. Looks great. Do you do DDP? So like if somebody...
That's what's called
that's China. I don't think DDP is very popular in India. I haven't come across anyone much doing DDP.
Yeah. And Gayatri, overall, it's more efficient for you to go to a separate freight forwarder if you're sourcing from India. I mean, it's different in China because they're doing a lot of, high volumes, and it's sort of cheaper when you do DDP. But in India, it's better if you work with a freight forwarder separately. Cool. Okay, well, Shweta, thank you so much for your time today, and we will see you in the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, Shweta. We'll meet you when we come to Panipat.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. That was really interesting. I think there are a lot of, we've done similar suppliers in the past, but each supplier, even though they have some products that are similar, each supplier does have some products that are different, unique. Yeah.
That's what intrigues me with India, Megla. Sorry to butt in. That no matter what suppliers we show, and they all sort of in the same industry, but they all have something different, don't they? Each factory, they all have their own. They make the similar products, but they do have their own spin on.
Here we come.
and most of the designs we just saw there with Shweta, we've seen similar products to that before, but the designs it looks like it looks different every time we look at them.
Yeah. And also, if you reach out to them directly, they will definitely be showing you more designs that they don't show publicly. Because that's another thing with I've realized with all of these suppliers, they have their exclusive designs that they don't want to show publicly, but they send via email to their own clients, or they show at trade shows. So definitely reach out to them, and you might be able to see some more cool designs. Okay, so let's move on. Our next supplier is patiently waiting backstage. So welcome, Vinita Impex. Hi, Dilip. How are you?
Hi, Megla. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Hi. How are you? Good.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Good. Thank you.
Long time since we saw you last time.
Nice to see you. Yes.
So you guys are, of course, already a VIS supplier. So this is the second time that you're coming on the show. And I think you came on maybe the second or third show that we did last year. Yeah. So yeah, you've also been in the group. So, okay, so let's get started. Why don't you share a little bit about your company, and I'll go ahead and share screen over here. So yeah, go ahead and start talking about your company.
Okay, we are mainly a metal and wood and home decor product supplier. We are also making utility products and mainly into home product line. And we are in this trade since 1992. When the parent company was started by my father. And in 2008, we started with Vinita Impex. So we have the experience of working with large retailers, wholesalers, discount stores. So we are making metal and home decor products. So this is a brief description about ourselves. We have a metal product making unit in-house. We do have the finishing unit, like the powder coating unit. It is in-house, and some of the products we do are outsourced, but we combine them and do the quality check, and everything it is done in-house.
So where is your facility, the processing facility, located?
It is based in New Delhi. It is in the heart of India, New Delhi, and we do it here only. And everything, and mainly the products are made in Delhi.
Okay. And some of the specific products are also maybe, brought from production hubs, right? Like Moradabad, or you do some glass products. They may be from other cities as well?
Yes.
Outsourced to other cities.
Yes,
Okay.
because we do combination with our metal, we do combine these products to make a new product with combinations of metal. So that is some which we cannot do in-house. That is being drawn from outside and combined with our metal products.
Okay. And do you also process your wooden products in-house? And what kind of processing do you do in-house for wooden products?
For the wooden products, no, the wood is procured from outside, but we do have a tie-up with a very good manufacturer who is CT-PAT compliant, and he makes a wooden part for us, and we combine it with metal parts.
Okay. So should we move to the next slide? You can just let me know when to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the product line what we offer for the e-commerce or Amazon sellers. So we have a variety of products. So you can see we do wine racks, bar accessories, candle holders, napkin rings, bowl, platter, trays, then hand forged cutlery. It is also a very good line for us, a very popular line for us. It is done in-house, all the hand forging, and it gives a different look and different designs. We do salad sets, cake and cake knives and server sets. We do also make some Christmas ornaments, which are very popular and also a good line for us. We do make wall clocks and table clocks. And those are not normal, like not plastic. It is all wood or metal frames we do, and everything. The clocks are assembled in-house, and we do all proper quality checks. So these are a few lines which are very popular. The trivets the hot plates are very popular. Yeah.
Okay.
And then these are some products what we do. Small glimpse of the products, wooden candle holders. And we have a lot different type of candle holder, like for the tabletop, for the wall sconces, and floor standing. We also do floor standing candle holders. These are some of the wine racks what we do. Of course, with what the special products we develop for our customer, we don't show here, but these are some of the lines what we do. Some of the styles of wine holders.
So Daisy's asking, do you do drop shipping?
Daisy, no, we don't do drop shipping, but we do. We have the experience of giving you X Works or a FOB or a DDP price or DDU price. We give all these type of facility to our customers.
Right. Do you also have designing in-house? Like, do you have designers, a design team, or how do you develop new designs?
We don't have a design team in-house, but we welcome clients' design and we work according to the client design. Some of the products are designed with our experience, but we don't have a professional design team in-house.
Okay.
These are some of the flower vases, which are very popular category for retail stores, mom and pop shops. They buy from our brick and mortar shop, which they buy. Not very popular with the e-commerce seller, but yes, for a brick and mortar. Yeah.
Oh, they're cute.
These are some of the bookends what we make. These are also popular with the e-commerce sellers. We make in wood, we make in metal, and customized designs are also possible with this.
So for customized designs, let's say, in metal for bookends, approximately how much does the tooling cost? Like, or the molds they have, if a mold needs to be created, typically how much does that cost?
When it is a new mold, it costs something about $50 to $70 per design.
Okay.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And so if I looked, say, at the wine racks and I wanted to modify, say, some of the designs there to make it my own, that's not a problem?
That's not a problem. We can design it with metal. It is very easy to change the design.
Yeah.
For the wired one, it is very easy. We don't charge anything extra for that. But when we go for a specific design in casting, then it is a mold cost involved. Otherwise, there is no mold cost also.
Okay. And typically, what is the price range for these types of bookends?
See, the metal wood bookends cost about $12 for this metal bookends for a pair of bookends. The range starts from $9 and it can go up to $15. This is the broad price range. This is the FOB cost what we are talking about.
Okay.
And if we could go back to the wine racks, could you give us a ballpark sort of figure on the wine racks?
Our wine racks start from $4, and it can go up to $50. It depends on the number of bottles, the size, the type, particular type of design. It involves wood. It starts from $4 or $5.
Yep.
Okay.
Then these are some bowls. The one you see on the top is a leaf bowl. It has got enameling done. We can do colored enamel, whatever color you want. All colors are possible in this. Then the chip and dip set also is an enameled one. The one on the right, on the top right. And we can also do colors in this. We can do prints. There are a lot of designing which can be done on this.
Right. What are the different types of finishes that are offered for metal products?
For metal products, for like it is a powder coating, it can come into different color. We do enameling, it comes into gold, like a gold electroplating. It comes in nickel electroplating. It comes in a bronze. It comes in a raw finish as well. So there are a lot of finishes which can be discussed, and it depends upon the product to product. Like the hard bowl you see on the down in the middle on the bottom of this slide, it is polished aluminium. It gives a shiny finish, and it is made out of food grade aluminium. And we also provide the food safety report along with if any customer wants a food safe product. So we do provide that kind of certificate.
Margaret, could you see like this sort of product here? You could actually bundle that with something.
Well, it depends how big it is. I mean, it's a little bit hard to say. I imagine they are quite sizable. Are they like those? Say the ones in the middle at the top. They look like they'd be what, 8 inches, 10 inches, or something. Are they, or are they just small snack bowls?
No, these are 8-10 inches. The smaller one is about 6 inches wide, and the bigger one is about 10 inches wide.
Yeah, so you would probably maybe bundle the two of them together as a set. But, I mean, I think they're too big to bundle something else with. Yeah, I think they're a product on their own, really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could have a second product to match.
If you want, we can just supply them individually. And when someone wants to make it as a set, it is also possible.
Yeah. There's options.
Yeah.
You could bundle it with the macrame table mat from Shweta.
And these are some of the handmade cutlery. We do with a wooden handle, we do with an enamel handle, we do them with a bone handle and the resin handle. So there's a lot of exciting cutlery pieces out there.
Yeah, and when we were at the Delhi fair, I've seen so many of these types of products there, and they're very, very innovative. There's lots of creativity that can go into these types of products. So, and you said that you do the hand forging in-house, right? In your facility? Oh,
you lost.
Are you there?
Sorry, I lost you.
Okay.
You're back now. You're back.
You're back. Yeah, you're okay. So I was just asking, you do the hand forging of these products in-house. Is that correct?
Yes, the hand forging, the one on the top right corner is a hand forged one. We do this in-house.
Okay. And all of the handles, depending on the material, you outsource to different service providers, right?
The one on the bottom right comes with a bone inlaid. So the bone inlay is not done in-house. It is outsourced. We make the frame and give it to artisan who do the bone inlay and repolish it and then give it back to us.
They look very exotic, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They look Mexican almost.
Yeah.
Sort of. No, they're lovely.
And then
so that's another popular product.
Yeah, cake stands is also a very popular product. Cake servers and cake knife. So this cake knife and cake server has a MOP, mother of pearl, inlaid into it.
That's got to be very expensive too.
Well, they'd be popular for weddings and things.
For weddings, yeah.
So
and what material have you used over here for these cake stands?
Cake stands are made of cast aluminium, and they're all made with food grade aluminium. For these cake stands, whatever, like the bowls, the serving products that we do, all made with food grade aluminium. It costs a little bit more, but then you are safe with the authorities, and we have a certificate in hand that these are all food safe.
And they would be all knocked down, yeah? So for packaging?
Yes, they are knocked down. They are knocked down, but usually they are shipped fixed. If you want it to be shipped knocked down, it can be done.
Yeah, it would be probably for some, I think, better to be knocked down. What do you think, Mark?
Probably depends how tall they are. You just have to look at your dimensions and how it's packaged in each case.
There you go.
Yeah, these are the tablecloths and one of the wall clocks displayed over there. These are also popular. They are very popular for the European and the UK market. These are products, maybe also Australia. They are very popular.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we always need to know the time. Yeah.
The one in the middle at the bottom, is that a big clock, or is that like, what sort of height is that?
The height is about 9 inches, and the dial size, it comes in two sizes. One is 3 inches dial, and the other one is 4 inches dial. The one with the 4-inch dial, the total height is about 9 inches. And it is a very good piece. Yeah, very popular.
That
really looks nice, actually. Yeah.
They'd be good on a man's study desk or something. I can see that, in an office on a masculine looking desk.
Is that going to be my next birthday present, man?
You haven't got a desk.
You're going to have it, Kevin. I'm going to send.
Vandana is asking, what is the price range of the MOP cake serving set?
Vandana, the price range we can discuss in PM, or you can just mail it to us, because it depends upon the quantity you want to buy and the type of packaging you want. So we do gift packaging also. So it depends upon a lot of things. So you will have to write to us, and then we will be able to reply to this.
But approximately, what is the starting price range for these kinds of sets? I mean, not necessarily mother of pearl, but a typical cake set. What's the starting price for these?
The typical cake sets start from about $8, $7 or $8, and it can go up to $20. Depend upon the design, depend upon the material what we have used.
And what sort of MOQ would a typical MOQ be on that product?
Typical MOQ is about from 100 to 150 sets. We require both, because this is all handmade, and so to bring it to economies of scale, we request approximately 200 pieces, but we are still okay with 100 to 150 pieces. It's still okay with us, but it is going to cost more to the buyer for shipping, etc. To make it economical, we request them to make it 200 pieces.
And would you work with a minimum order values if people wanted sort of 2 or 3 different products of various
quantities? We request for a minimum order value of about $4,000, but normally for the opening orders we let our customers try the product, and if they feel it sells well, then it's okay with us. But then the pricing will change a little bit. But we are okay with the opening orders. They want to place a shorter quantity, smaller quantity. We are still okay with that.
Okay.
Right. So Vandana's question, price range of that clock.
The price range starts from these different clocks. The price range starts from about $11 and it can go up to $25.
Do you give warranties with the clocks?
Yes, we give 2 years warranties on any working problem in the clocks or the manufacturing defect in the clocks. We use high quality movement, and this we don't use the Chinese movement. We use only the Taiwan made movement, so that we have some kind of or some type of guarantee to the clocks. And also, we during the quality inspection, we do a 24-hour quality check. Like the clocks, we put a battery inside and it works for 24 hours before being packed into a box. So we check that each movement works properly, the timing is correct, and we do the quality inspection correctly. And so we can give you the guarantees on these clocks.
Okay.
And these are the hot plate trivets. These are also a popular product for us for e-commerce seller. These are selling very good. We have over 100 models in this trivets, and so if anyone is interested, they can just write to us.
Oh, they're very nice, and they're quite different, those. I like those.
Yeah, and you could develop your own design for this, right? I mean,
there's some nice designs
a lot of
there.
different.
I like them all.
I like this flower one here. This is interesting. 4 flowers.
Now, this is something you could bundle, man.
Probably.
I'll say two or three different shapes.
Yeah, or you could just do a set of them, because, I mean, depending on what you want them for, but if you're doing them for like a party or, on a table with, dishes on it, you'd probably want, I don't know, I'd want them the same, but I suppose you could mix and match, you could do anything. It's probably not as economical.
Are we able to use our brand name on the clocks and other products?
Yes, it is possible for branding on the clocks as well as on the other products.
Yeah, and you can have your branding on the packaging as well. On the products, of course, yes, you could also do inserts. Lots of possibilities for branding.
On the clocks, we also do for corporate gifting. We have some corporate clients for whom we do these clocks. So they get their name printed, branding done on the dials. The dials can be customized. Media, can you just go back to the slide on the clocks, please?
Yeah.
So on the clocks, if you see, the dials are basically white, and one of the clock has a black dial also. You can get it printed on anything. If you want your brand name, it can be put on this dial, or if you want any color change, or if you want the printing to look different, the dial to look different, it can be done. It is possible. Because these dials are all digitally printed, and these are possible for a smaller quantity as well.
So that makes it easy to private label that particular item then, doesn't it, doing that?
Yeah. Okay, wall coats.
They're quite popular.
These are some of the wall coats we have recently developed and are doing now. And these are also customizable. You can just give us your writing, whatever you want to get tried. And these are also good sellers for our e-commerce platform.
And these are all wood, right?
Yeah, these are all wood, and then there we have different kind of wood. We use MDF, we use mango wood, or as per the customer's choice and as per price points. These are all different, so we can play with the pricing and get a good price also.
And how's the printing done on these?
These are all screen printed. These are some of the trays, wooden and metal trays, what we do.
And what type of wood do you typically use?
Normally it is mango wood, what we use, but recently we have started using teak wood also. We have developed some premium products in teak wood for our customers.
Are the clocks also aluminium?
The outer frame of the clocks is all stainless steel, and the handles are aluminum.
Okay. So let's go to Christmas decorations.
Yeah, these are some of the Christmas decorations we do, and these are also a very popular line, very big line, and we are doing good in this also. But these
So
are
what are these
typically
materials?
These are wood and glass. The 4 of the pictures are glass, and the other 2 pictures, one on the extreme top right corner is a wood, and on the left bottom corner is also a wood. The other are glass pieces. And these glass can be colored. We have over 100 to 150 different models, like shapes of the glass one. And you can literally choose any color from the Pantone shade. If you go as a Pantone shade, we can do with color with that. And there are a lot of finishes you can play with. We can give you in shiny. We can make it in matte. We can also have a marbled effect coming up, which we are doing from last 2 seasons on the Christmas baubles. So these are also, we have luster finishes, we have shiny, we have matte finishes. These are some of the chopping boards in marble and wood combination. So this is also what we are doing. Here comes the napkin rings. We have a wide variety of napkin rings in casted and brass and nickel plated, colored ones, seasonal. A lot of things are available in napkin rings also. And we can do customized design for the napkin rings.
Yeah, this reindeer one is very interesting.
Yeah,
this can be bundled with something, Kevin, I think.
Well, Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
We could do a nice, like a table runner with placemats and napkin rings, a whole set, right? Could be a Christmas dinner set.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, a lot of customers buy for the napkins. They bundle it with the napkins and with a set of 4 or a set of 6, and they put this napkin rings and they sell online.
Yeah, I think this is a great product for Q4 for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reindeers are cute.
These are the some wooden planters and caddies. What we are doing, you can put the metal planter or the ceramic planter inside and get anything printed, the codes printed on it. We can do all. We can do that.
And these are all wood.
Yeah, caddies are very popular at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like even storage boxes. I mean, there's those wooden ones where you've got the telephone and that. I mean, you could do so many things with those, like storage of, kids' pencils and pens and art stuff. There's a lot of uses for those.
You could also make compartments in that one,
yes,
right?
we can, yes, we can do compartments. We are also making some beer caddies. Kevin, time for the beer. So we can carry the beer.
You thought of everything.
Yeah.
Great bundling ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank you, Daisy. Okay,
and these are some of the nested tables we are doing. Some of these we make knockdown as well, but a little assembly is required at the customer's end. So some buy it as knockdown, and some buys at fixed pieces also. And we are doing it with a wooden top, we are doing with marble top, we are doing with glass top, we are doing with metal top. These are 4 different type of tops we can use in this.
Right.
So
do you see any Amazon? Do you see any Amazon sellers buying these sorts of accent furniture?
Currently not. Currently, it is just the brick and mortar which are buying these.
Yeah, I think they're too hard to to ship. That's the problem, or too expensive with Amazon. That's the biggest issue with them. But I mean, people do sell them on Amazon, so they they must sort of.
So someone must be So
Yeah.
someone must be buying it.
But I think if you're starting out, I wouldn't start there, because I think you don't want to start with oversized. You want to start and learn the ropes on standard size, and then move bigger once you are more confident with what you're doing.
Yeah. But it's good that anything can be knocked down, though. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know, a flat pack. A flat pack is a better way of shipping, obviously.
Correct. These are the photo frames. So we do make photo frames in wood. We make in metal. We make in bone. We make in horn. So all natural natural ingredients we put to make photo frames. A lot of designing can be done in this.
What do you think about photo frames, Mark? I mean, of course, it is very competitive on Amazon.
I would imagine it is. I haven't looked, really at them, but they'd be great for packaging because of the, size. They're obviously not that heavy and not that big, provided you don't go over the 18 inches. But I haven't really looked. I think you need to get something a little bit different to everyone else, or, specialise in something a bit different. But you'd need to really do your research and see what the sales volumes are, because I honestly haven't even really delved into a lot.
They have good keywords, I would think.
Yeah. Table and
These
wall
are some
decor.
other table and wall decor products in wood. We also do a lot of table and wall decor products in metal.
Okay, awesome. So someone is asking over here, where are you located? So you're in Delhi.
New Delhi.
Yeah. So Linford, they are in Delhi, which is the capital of India. Cool. Any more questions for Deepak from Vinita Impex before we wrap up and move on to our next supplier? And of course, here is their email address, mails@vinitaimpex.com. If you want to reach out to Deepak, definitely do so. Very interesting products. I think, Deepak, one of the biggest advantages of working with somebody like you is you have so much experience in the industry. So, you can guide people really well who are new to sourcing from India. And if they have certain ideas, you can actually tell them, okay, this will work and this will not work, and do things this way. I think that's, a huge benefit of working with somebody like you who's so experienced in all different types of products, whether it's metal, glass, wood. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we have now, thanks to this show, we have got Amazon sellers who are also teaching us how the e-commerce seller work. Like for the Amazon, we are doing a lot of things now, and we know about the packaging, what are the basic requirements we should fulfill. And we were aware about the CARB certification, the Prop 65 laws in the California. So we were aware about that, working with the wholesaler, the big retailers out there. So we were already following those norms. And now with the e-commerce experience, we know what are the basic requirements that we should be fulfilling for Amazon. So we are doing customized packaging for the clients. So if they want a printed box or some customized with their branding on that, so we're also experiencing that, and we can do that.
Excellent. That's great. And Deepak, one of the Verizon bag for glass products. You can source a lot of glass products from Verizon bags. Yes. So you've got good contacts in Verizon bag.
I have good contacts. Apart from that, we make our own molds and give it to the factory, because to run a furnace is a big task. So the furnaces are taken on hire. Like we go to a factory, we have some fixed furnace owners whom we hire for a day or two, and we give them the artisan of our mold, that this is our mold, run this mold for our production, and then we take back the goods and bring back our mold to our factory. So this is how the Firozabad thing works. Most of the people who owns a furnace are not into retailing. They are not selling them directly, because running a furnace, it involves a lot of efforts, and it is their main business to just run the furnace. Melt the glass.
Right. Okay, Mag is asking, I have a question. The metal and resin products, are you using CNC machining process? So you don't have any resin
No.
products.
We are doing resin products, and for metal, we the CNC process we are doing, but it is outsourced. We don't have a CNC process in house, but yes, we have tie-ups, and we can cut up to about 6 mm of metal. Can it be normal MS sheet or a stainless steel sheet? We can cut. We have the ability to do it on CNC machine.
Okay. Great. So, Deepak, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all of the information. So, guys, reach out to them if you want more information about their products. And just a reminder, type this URL into your browser to access all of their catalogs of suppliers for this show and also for previous shows that we've done. So, once you go over here, there'll be a lot of subfolders. Look for the March 2021 subfolder over there to get their catalogs. Okay, Deepak, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Deepak. It's always nice to see you, and hopefully we'll see you in Delhi shortly, soon.
Yes, we are waiting for all you to come over to Delhi and have a physical meeting. Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully Vinita will join us next time as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, she will be there. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was good.
And I think they've got a lot of different products that if people have got ideas that they can develop something for themselves, like a little bit different from what they've shown.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good quality products.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that they are so experienced in the industry. Like he was saying, a lot of the processes for metal and wood are actually outsourced in India. I mean, unless you go to, even in Moradabad.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is, exactly. That's the way it is.
And it's efficient that way, that allows smaller companies, because otherwise they have to invest heavily in all of these processes. So it's more efficient. And in fact, in Moradabad, the government runs such facilities as well that are available to all suppliers to use, whether it's for, certain types of coating or finishing. So that's a very, common way of doing things, especially for metal and wood outsourcing. So yeah, as long as they are able to manage quality really well in-house and, do some sort of the final finishing is done in-house. And of course they have control over quality like inspections and checking the final product. I think that's what's really important. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah. Let's move on to the next supplier who's been waiting backstage. We have Hitesh from Menriko Bags. Hi, Hitesh. How are you?
You're muted.
You're muted.
You can't hear.
You can't hear you. Hitesh, you're muted.
I can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that.
There you are.
Hello, Hitesh. You're having a good conversation with yourself.
I'll do that again. I was wondering why there's no response of what I was saying.
Try again.
I'll do it again. Hi, Megla. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Margaret. Hope you guys are doing fine.
Good to
see
you.
It's really good to be back here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, most welcome back, Hitesh. And you're, of course, a VIS supplier. You were with us last year. And the products that you make are really so high quality and really premium products, which are very innovative backpacks. So, Hitesh, I'm going to go ahead and share your profile. And why don't you start telling people about your company?
Oh, yes, I will. So, Menriko is a bag manufacturing company. We have been in the industry since the past 3 years. The planning has been done for over 4 years now. The manufacturing unit started about 2.5 to 3 years ago. And we have a team of close to 110 to 115 people over here that takes care of the manufacturing from end to end. All the processes from designing to production to embossing and everything is done in-house at our facility here in Mumbai. And we have all the documentation, all the legal documentation requirements that are needed for a factory to run here in India. And yes, so we'll go ahead and talk about more about the company now. We manufacture a range of soft luggage, basically, that has a range of backpacks, 3-in-1 bags, duffel bags, briefcases, gym bags, diaper bags, a lot of customized requirements, like there are tool bag requirements, sometimes there are tiffin bag requirements. Anything and everything that is related to bags, travel accessories, and related products, we manufacture those at our factory. So this slide specifically manufacture your bags in India is also because a lot of sourcing from China has reduced due to some kind of hurdles in the increase of import duties here in India and a lot of other countries as well. So the OEMs, especially after the COVID period, have moved to other countries as well for a lot of brands that outsource their work to other companies. And the best part about Menrico is there are a lot of factories that keep an MOQ of at least 300, 500,000 bags per color per design. But when we started off, we also wanted to get it done from another factory. But then the kind of MOQs that we used to have for each color and each design used to be so high that as a startup company, it used to be very difficult to place such orders. So what we do is we also take up orders or quantities that are close to 100, as well. Having said that, the price is a little higher, but then to start off with, if the price is a little higher, you test the market, you give orders of lesser quantities, and that's how at least you can kickstart the business and get your production done here with us. So manufacturing, when you have to manufacture a certain product, there is everything involved because it's a entire company that you have to take care of. So from branding to sourcing to designing to logistics, everything has to be taken care of about the company at your end. But when it comes to manufacturing, the entire job can be given to us. Like you give us some references, you share the designs, we modify the designs, we make it better, we make it cleaner, and we source the materials from you over here, so you don't have to get into the sourcing part of it as well, about what materials you just suggest, what materials you want, what kind of designs you want. And then we make a prototype for you once the design is finalized. And once we make the prototype, by showing you pictures and videos, if you're not around here in the city, you approve it, we ship it to you, and once the final sample is approved, we start the production after that. So very important things for a manufacturing company are to be compliant and legal with the local authorities, for the documentation with the local authorities, for the registration of the companies, the labor laws and everything else. So all those things are in place for a company. The next thing that brands think about when outsourcing their jobs to another company is the design protection. Every it's not even that one client does not tell us this, or a one buyer even skips this thing, that do not give our designs to anybody else, or do not manufacture the designs that we are giving you. So we make sure that we have all the NDAs in place, all the documentation in place, where your designs are protected, and we do not replicate unless and until it's a very, very common product, or like a small pouch or a very basic backpack that is already out there in the market. So if there's a design that you give us, we make sure that that design remains only yours and not somebody else's. And that's a problem with a couple of factories overseas, that when it's going in the market, if it's a new product, it's a patented product, there's some modification done here and there, and before you go out in the market, it's already been in the market, and you can probably see it on Alibaba or similar websites there. So this is a thing that you don't have to worry about, because what we've done is we've had agreements with our internal team as well, where the designs are not shared to any outside source. which is normally not the practice that everybody does. There are, yes, a couple of few companies that make sure that the hierarchy and the chain of processes where the designs reach, obviously in the internal team as well, those are protected as well. So as I said, being manufacturers, anybody and everybody is our buyer, or could be a reseller, and then there are brands who get their OEMs done, get their bags outsourced and related products outsourced to a company. Then we have Amazon sellers who are looking at quantities, if they are starting off with close to 100 to 200 and so on. And sourcing agents are our main customers who buy it from us locally and then ship it to companies abroad. And having said that, there are a lot of corporate companies here who have their HOs outside India. There are a lot of international NGOs or government bodies here for whom we do a lot of manufacturing, though it could be through an agency in between, but we have done a lot of work for the governments as well. So this is just the production setup that we have, where all the details of the machines I mentioned, and we have all kinds of machines that are required to take care of the entire process, from cutting to embossing to packaging, and so all the machines that are required are there with us, except the printing part of it. There's a digital printing that is required in some products. Except the digital printing setup, we have everything else in house.
And are all these machines sourced from within India, or are they imported as well?
So they are imported, but bought from a company that is in India. So they import it for us and they sell it to us over here locally.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the machines mainly from Germany, Japan, and China.
Hmm.
And the production capacity, when we mention these numbers here, we don't have to, practically add up all the numbers together. It is basically just a gist of, say, if there are 20,000 backpacks given at one time, it can be taken care of, in a month's time. Say 20,000 backpacks is what we can make in a month, and not like 20,000 plus 50, 50, 70. So not like 5 lakh or 3 lakh bags in a month. It's like if there's a briefcase, so we can manufacture like close to 35,000 briefcases in a month. So this is the production capacity. So you can probably see if you have a product that is there, and if you have any kind of quantities, so you'll know in 1 month this is what we can achieve.
And Atesh, just going back, but you do your own packaging in-house?
Yes, we do our own packaging in-house.
So you can help with the design, and is it just the standard packaging you do, or?
Yes, so there are a lot of different types of packaging requirements that we get. Some of them are pure only in transparent polythene. Some of them are in corrugated boxes. Some of them are, printed polythene bags. And there are a couple of them which are fabric covers and some non-woven materials as well. So everything, whatever the requirement is, so we source the materials accordingly and get the things done in-house. So we have the in-house screen printing facility, and if there's a customized digital printed cover that the customer requires, we outsource the printing job from outside, but the other processes are done in-house.
Thank you.
So production process, we simplify it for you and break it down in such a manner that it's very easy for you to understand what's going on through the entire process. So first, the design process comes into place. The design is taken care of, after which the procurement is done. Post which the cutting process, sewing process, because it's a lot of manual labor involved. So these are the processes that are done. As much as possible, we try to automate the other processes when it comes to optimizing the speed of embossing and cutting and everything. But this is the process that we normally follow. After the sewing, the bags are made. There's a very strict QC process into a place where all the parameters and all the stitches and all the strength points of the bags and the accessories are taken care of. So I'll come to the QC part in the next slide. So after the bags are done, we do the packaging, and normally how it's done, it's shipped as soon as they're ready. So quality control is a very important aspect for manufacturing, for any kind of manufacturing business that is there. So after the final sample is approved, we make sure that the delivery schedule is given as per the production timelines and the production schedule that we have at the factory. So having said that, we have a 20,000 backpack production capacity. There's a production schedule that works at the factory, where we know on which date the production of so and so bags is going to get done. So we give you a schedule beforehand, so that you know when the products will be ready, how much time it's going to take for it to ship it to you, and then so you can plan your sales accordingly. So till it reaches your warehouse, you have an exact timeline of when the bags are going to be done for you.
And Hitesh, if a buyer wants to use a third-party inspection
Yes.
of their own, that's not a problem, yeah?
Not at all a problem. Not at all a problem. So that's done with a lot of buying agents here. Though once people have started working with us, initially they did have a lot of third-party inspections, but locally companies who can visit physically over here have then stopped having their third-party inspections done here, because we only get that done for them, and the parameters that they tell us, and we in fact have to tell them the parameters, because the technical knowledge of bags is not what probably they would have. So when the third party inspections were done, there were certain points that were left when it came to the QC part of it, which we in turn told our buying agents that this also needs to be taken care of. So let's add to it, and eventually the regular buyers get it done from us as well, because they can visit over there physically, and we then give them a report, the QC and the inspections as well, so that they can then ahead forward it to their companies who are sourcing it from them. And then we also make sure that the fabric quality tests are done so vigorously with the leatherite materials that we use, the fabrics that we use. We do weather test, liquid test. We do a lot of wear and tear test with the fabrics and all the other raw materials as well, which is there in the next slide.
And Hitesh, all these tests, are they all done in-house?
So it is done in-house as well, and it's done at the labs. So yes, so even if there's a certain thing that we think with the wear and tear, so labs do not test it for the wear and tear. They test it for the chemicals, they test it for certain tear points. But then the normal wear and tear, what would happen when a customer uses a bag, is what we do in-house. And we also make sure that the weather test is done in-house and outside as well. So outside, they give it to us very quickly, because they do a lot of heat pressure and a lot of other processes when it comes to liquids and everything. But we do it in-house by doing it physically in a weather like this, so that we keep it out in the sun, say, for 3 months time. So it's so well planned in advance that we know that this fabric, after putting a lot of certain kinds of liquids, or keeping it out in the sun and spraying a certain type of liquid which could probably peel off the material, we do all those physically, so that we are also satisfied at our end. Having said that, the chemical and the lab tests are also already done, so that it's already there on paper, which is official, more official than what we are doing here at the factory.
Right.
And when it comes to bag, there are these components that are very, very important. That are zippers, and thousands of runs of zippers are done. Then there is a stitch test, obviously, because if you have to put a certain product, a certain weight into the bags, there are stitch points which are very, very crucial. And I'm sure everybody at some point in their journey of using a certain bag, they must have realized, oh my god, this bag is broken now, the strap is broken, or the buckle is broken, the zipper is not working. So all those pain points are what we usually test beforehand, and that's what normally very, very good brands do, big brands. And we make sure that we also do this in-house, so that there's no complaint, or there's no returns, or any kind of problem that you face later. So all the tests, including wheels, the jerk tests, these are basically the wear and tear tests and the raw material tests that we get it done from the company first, and then we do it in house as well.
Right. So what types of zippers do you use, or are there different options available for buyers depending on the price point that they're looking for?
Yes, absolutely. So zippers, we try and use YKK, and we recommend YKK because it's the best brand that's available in the market. We also do SBS, that is a Chinese brand, which is a very very good brand. Also, we have a lot of options here in India who there are companies who manufacture very very good quality zippers. So when we know, because there's a price difference in a YKK zipper and a locally manufactured zipper. And when it comes to a very very premium product, there are YKK zipper, a metal zipper would cost you 50 rupees per meter to 3,000 rupees per meter as well. So that depends on the requirement of how premium the product is, and what is the kind of spend that you can have on a certain zipper. So but these are the options that we have, and yes, we make sure that the zippers that we source locally also are the best in quality and in the market.
Right. So in terms of, pricing and quality, how do you guys compare to China? Because I mean, of course, China is, they have like so many different factories making these kinds of products, and how do you guys compare?
So what happens is, right now there is a lot of competition, yes, with the Chinese companies, but when it comes to the pricing, we have achieved almost the same pricing at as compared to China, because we have obviously done a study at what pricing we get certain bags from China, and when we manufacture the same bags over here, in fact, there are a lot of products where we can beat them in the pricing. Also, because what we source locally over here, and which can be sourced locally in China for their own companies, the pricing matches. Like even the fabrics that we want to source from there, or the leatherite material that we source, or even the zippers. YKK now, for example, YKK is almost costing the same in China and in India. And there are certain products which cost more in China but less in India. So with that balance, we've been able to achieve the pricing that Chinese companies used to give us. Initially, it used to be difficult when the company was new, but being in the company now for and making the processes faster and easier, and making the sourcing much better. We've been able to beat the Chinese pricing also. So a lot of times what happens is, it's also the appearance. So when we get a lot of bag requirements, what happens is they just show us a picture and they're like, please quote us on this. So it's very difficult to quote only with a picture, because it's so technical and there are so many raw materials involved. People say, why can't you just quote us, like, I'm just showing you the picture of the bag. But then if you don't see the interiors of the bag, you don't see the kind of zippers that are used, the hardware that is used, the padding that is used, they feel China is much cheaper. But then if you really have to compare apples to apples, and when you see the samples physically, then you get to know, okay, this was just in the picture maybe, and this is in real. So now we know the difference in the pricing and in the quality. But if we have to make the same bag that the China company makes, exactly the same bag with the same lining and the same outer fabric also, we can definitely beat the pricing that they also give.
Right. Overall, because this is kind of a manual process. I mean, it is labor intensive. So, do you think India has an advantage because our labor costs are lower in India compared to China? Do you think that is one of the advantages that India has?
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest advantages right now. When we had to compare labor charges a few years ago, like maybe say 7, 8, 10 years ago, it was a little cheaper in China. But then with time, the labor costs have increased over there, and that is one of the main reasons with the raw materials and the labor charges over here, we've been able to match that pricing, because labor is a big cost when it comes to manufacturing these products. So because of that cost as well, we've been able to beat and probably achieve that kind of pricing here.
Right.
And Hitesh, is it sort of fair to say that in China there's more machinery versus more handmade in India?
No. Okay. So what happens is in this kind of a product, the process is exactly the same. There is
Right.
no
Okay.
there is no extra machinery that they are using that we cannot, because whatever
Yeah.
they are using we can import it from anywhere that they are making. So it's not a process that this process only China can do, but we cannot. And there is a very little automation process that works into this kind of a production setup. And whatever automation can be done, we've done that already.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you agreeable to third-party quality inspectors prior to final shipping? I think,
Yes.
you answered that previously, so that's totally fine. Okay. So let's look at the range. And do you want to look at the products over here, or do you want to look at the catalog that you sent
We
separately?
can probably see some here, and then probably we can open the catalog, as the products are a little different here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are
So,
your
so
backpack.
we also have an in-house brand called Backstud, in the name of which we do the B2C sales here in India. So these are two of the most popular backpacks from the Backstud range, and we have a lot of ready stock from the Backstud range, which companies and resellers take from a ready stock, and then in turn sell it to their customers, or probably sell it overseas in their other markets. So the lead time for production and everything is saved, and you just take the ready stock. We tell you whether we have an exclusive supplier in that particular country or city, and that's how you know that you will be the only one, or probably you're not the only one in that particular market selling Backseat bags. So when it comes to these designs and these products, you get a ready product for you to sell in any of your markets, which you can just pick, try with. There's no MOQ for Backseat bags. That's the best part about this. So you can pick up even 5-10 bags. Shipping will be separate, and lesser the quantity of bags, shipping cost will definitely increase, because the load will not be too much. So that will be there, but then at least you can start by testing your markets with these Backseat bags. And so that's the best part, that there's no MOQ here. And these are the briefcases that are there. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see the handles and everything. We make sure that there are no creases. There are this one. So these kind of handles, we make sure that anything and everything that we are doing, even luxury brands like Coach or any other brand, make sure that there are no creases. If you have to just pick up any bag of the market with a handle like this, there are a lot of creases that probably you'll be able to see in a lot of major brands too. But we make sure that it's quite smooth. The edges of the pullers and the leather materials are always covered with the edge coloring, so that it looks and gives a very, very premium feel. So these are some new products that we have in our range, which can be sourced as OEM also. So these are not the part of the Backseat range. I will keep telling you what is Backseat and what's not. So this sample, I can just show you right here. So this is the bag, and so this is the same bag but black in color, which can hold a
Could
lot
you
of
hold it
your,
in front of,
yeah.
a bit higher? Yeah, that's perfect.
Yes. So this could hold your passport, your phone. So we make it in a way that, phones of all sizes, passports, and your utilities, like when you have to travel. So this is like a mini crossbody, which is very much in trend right now in probably all the markets globally and in India.
That looks very well made, Hitesh.
Yes, thank you so much. I will just show you the same color too, if I have it here. Green one, green. Yeah.
Are the backpacks weatherproof? Bernadette is asking.
So this is the green crossbody that you just saw in the picture.
Yeah.
Weatherproof, yes. So what happens is, weatherproof, there are a lot of parameters and depends from market to market. Now there are certain PU materials that do not work well in India. because they start peeling off. So what we do is, instead of using the PUs, we use the PVC materials that do not peel off at all. So that depends on which market you are in, and if you want a water resistant material, and if you call that weatherproof, then yes, a lot majorly we recommend all of our buyers to take the water resistant material, so that anytime when every country has a rainy season, or anything of that sort. So we make sure that the lining also in a lot of places, and even the outer fabric is water resistant, so that makes it kind of weatherproof. And as I said, the peeling off of material in hot and humid markets happens, so we recommend the materials accordingly, so that it suits the best for your particular city and country. This is a 3-in-1 bag, which can be used as a backpack, a shoulder bag, and a briefcase. Because ergonomically, if you have to keep using a side shoulder bag, it does affect your back and your posture, because the weight is normally on one side. So it's always good to have a 3-in-1 bag where the straps are always hidden, and you can also use that as an official bag. So we are trying to promote this type of design quite a lot, so that people who are a little skeptical about carrying weights, and which is not good for their back and posture, can use these kind of bags. So this is the bag that you can see here right in the picture. And so these are the back straps, which the strap for which comes off over here, and we put it back here so that it's hidden.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And then you make this a briefcase in case if you don't want a strap, and then you can attach the shoulder straps over here to make it like a shoulder bag.
That'll be good for running around airports with, and sort of going on little sort of mini business trips. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Do you have really soft faux leather or environmentally friendly products?
Yes, we have both. When it comes to environmental friendly products, there are very, very few companies manufacturing leatherite materials which are environment friendly. Those are a couple of companies in Taiwan from where we have to import, and a couple of companies in China from where we import that. But when it comes to faux leather, it is budget friendly, but then those are not always environment friendly. So, but the product that you can see over here is the faux leather, that is PVC, and which is in look of it very, very soft, and looks great.
How much is that 3-in-1 backpack?
So this is close to $15.
It's quite good.
Yes.
What's the MOQ?
Is, as I said, it's 300 for a very good price that you want. Also, probably for say 100 quantities, it would be close to $17.5. But if you have a requirement of 300 bags, we can get it done for like $14 to $15.
Okay, yeah, 300 is a good quantity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love the tan and brown colors. Yeah, the colors are really nice and rich.
Yeah,
Go well together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the
very suave,
combinations. Yeah.
Very suave sort of color combination.
Yeah. So the color combinations and the designs that we do are a big contribution from the design team. So this is the reason why whatever designs we do, we make it from scratch, at least for our brand, and where we get the design a requirement for us to develop a design from scratch. So we do not take a reference and just rip it off like any other company who would probably replicate any other designs, which is all right. I mean, if they want to do it, but then we make sure that whatever designs we do are made from scratch. So that's a big contribution from the design team that we have at our company.
Ooh.
This is the Amaze Backpack. This is a backpack from the Backseat brand. It's one of my personal favorites, and currently the bag that I am using. So this is a bag. We have like various colors in this, and we have a full black one in this. We have a blue and black, and we have a maroon and black in this. So
can you show us the inside of it, please, Hitesh?
yes,
Someone is
absolutely.
saying.
I love the interiors of this bag. I'll just show it to you once.
Great quality look. Will get better with age. Yeah.
Yeah. Amaze color.
That green's a nice colour too.
Oh, it's got a red line.
Yeah,
It's
red.
actually
Yeah.
it's actually maroon. I don't know. It's actually a maroon. So we have the looping for the loops here, for the wires and for your earphones and everything. And this is for your card holders and any important documents. We have a zipper here so that it can be well protected. And this is a water resistant lining, so in case if there's a shampoo explosion or anything else that is happening inside your bag when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about your important documents.
I love that, Jitesh, a shampoo explosion.
So that could probably happen in a product like this also, where so this is a travel kit. It's a toiletry bag where you can, if you don't want to carry a lot of things, this is again for your passports and boarding passes, if you just want to carry this with a handle. And inside you can have your essentials, and so you can, just for the presentation, we've put certain things here which can be seen. And you can have all your creams and other trimmers and razors and everything else in the other pouch. So again, this is a mix of polyester and leatherite material with a waterproof zipper. So when it comes to different products, we also suggest what kind of zippers would be useful, because a waterproof zipper for a product like this is very, very useful.
That'd be
products
very
do you have
gifted. Sorry,
for
mate.
the
That'd be
ladies?
very giftable. That for men's.
Yeah, but that'd be great
Okay.
just for traveling. You know, if you've got a bottle of perfume or something, that you can sort of keep it into those bags, where
Yes.
it's a bit more secure, that it doesn't go through your whole clothes and everything.
This one is really nice. I love this
Yeah.
color.
Yes, so it has very easy access pockets where you can put anything and everything that you require for your daily commute or daily use. This is a roll top backpack, which is a lot in trend right now with the bikers here. So we've put a sternum over here so that when people are traveling on bikes, cycles, or the bikes, they can put the sternum adjusted accordingly, so that again the weight is not going on their back and shoulder. It's ergonomically designed, so it's very good when you're traveling on a bike daily. So I'll just show you the back physically. So this is the roll top backpack. And it has a separate laptop compartment here and easy access over here on this side, again, which is waterproof, so that when you're traveling on a bike or a bicycle, your laptop is at least protected with the waterproof zipper. And this is the sternum that is very, very useful. And obviously when you're on a bike and if you want to have your earphones or anything important kept here, so there's a separate zipper for it here. So these are the minute details that we take care of as per the use case of the bags, so that when you make a bag, it has a lot of utility. Apart from having a good design, there needs to be great utility as well in these kind of products.
What material is the bike backpack? Looks
So
great.
it's a water resistant polyester. Most of the products that we use are polyester. And now, because we want to come up with a range that is environment friendly, there is a design in process. Not one design, I mean the entire range which is in process, so which will use canvas and jute materials which are more environment friendly. So that also depends on a lot of requirements that we keep getting now and then for those products. So this is a very sleek sleeve that we have. I'll show you a different color in this. So you can keep your laptop, and it's well padded, so you can use it as a sleeve. And there's a separate laptop compartment here, so you can use it as a sleeve as well. And there is a provision for you to carry it with small handle, and you can also adjust. You can have your shoulder straps here in this particular bag. These are the companies that we worked for over here and processed a lot of bags and related products for these companies. I'm sure a lot of people know about these companies, and we do take up OEMs for certain brands here when it comes to their own line of bag ranges. This is a team that we have at Menrico here. Menrico and Baxter together, where all the areas are taken care of by experienced people who have been kind of veterans in the industry, and that's how we've been able to achieve what we have achieved till now, because of the experience that comes from them. And yeah, that's about it.
And so you are the CEO of the company,
Yes.
right? Okay, just to clarify.
Now you've got some beautiful material, like some of those, like the bike backpack. I think that's a great sort of innovation, because more and more people are using bikes to get around. And now the electric bikes are everywhere. I think it's something that, a lot of people, more executive type people, not just bike riders going out for a joyride, are going to be doing. So I think they're great.
Right.
They're
Thanks.
really well thought.
Yeah. So there's a lot of thought put into the designs, as I said. So whenever there's anything, we would give you suggestions as to, if this would probably sometimes work, or, this needs to be added or removed or anything. So those are the inputs that we normally give as a company.
Right.
So this
So
is
let's
the
take a look at your catalog.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is the Backseat Catalog. As I said, we have a good amount of ready stock for these bags. All the colors and all the bags for which we have ready stock are mentioned in this particular catalog. And I think we just went through this particular bag. So I'll just tell you a difference between this bag and the first page bag. So this is a lighter version of the previous bag. There's one conglomerate that had asked us to make a very, very lightweight bag. Same design, but different material, and some changes here and there. Say the product was costing them $20. They told us to, have a target price of $10, and that's how we were able to achieve what we've achieved here, keeping the design same, the look same, just the materials were different. So we changed the YKK zippers to nylon zippers, and we did a lot of changes with the materials. But having said that, at the same time, it was very, very good quality, and we did that for us. We achieved a target price that they told us, which was achievable. So that's how we were able to do it.
Right. So customized logo possible. I guess Gayatri's question is, for these designs, like let's say the bag stud design, is it possible to use these designs and another buyer's logo?
Not really. What we do is we can do a co-branding on this, but the name Baxter will remain on these bags. Co-branding can be done for a corporate or for any other buyer, and you can sell it in the name of Baxter. As I said, if you're in any of the markets, we can check for you if we already have a buyer there. If not, you don't have anything to worry about, as we'll have an agreement for a certain amount of time that you'll be the only one selling these bags there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
can still
So Gayatri,
private label it.
yeah, if you have your own design, then that can be private labeled. But these designs, so I guess if, let's say somebody wants to do a similar bag like this that's being shown on the screen, maybe they make a few changes, would you be agreeable to put their logo on it then?
Yes, certain changes which are, so we have a parameter here when we talk about, references given by other brands to us as well. And if they tell us to pop a design of an other brand completely, we at least change them at least to a degree of 30 to 35 to 40% when it comes to the design look of it. And if there's a very, very, specific utility that the bag is giving, we do change, that much. Otherwise, it will look more or less the same. And since we
Yeah.
have designed these bags from scratch, unless there are certain things that we've done for other brands where we have discontinued our SKUs, 2 3
Mm.
SKUs, and those bag brands have taken over that particular design, and obviously placed an or a quantity of at least 2,000 bags with us, and with a continuous repeat quantity. So in those cases, yes, if you really like the design and if you just want to do it, and because we've been doing this kind of quality and we'll keep doing it, we can do it if that arrangement works for you.
Yeah, but for
And
that, of
then,
course, they would have to commit to a
Certain
minimum
quantity,
amount of
yes.
orders.
So then we discontinue it from Backstud, and we
Mm.
make that bag in your label.
but people could still private label it. Like they could use your bag, take that bag and put a tag on it, bag stud by blah, 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 couldn't they?
Right.
Mm.
And just private label it that way for Amazon, because, I mean, the quality of the bags are so nice. And I don't think people, it's not like you're looking for a Nike bag. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
people aren't going to be having to have that brand. So they're not going to care whether it's got your name or your name in reality. So I think, you can overthink it a little bit and maybe just put your own, a gift tag on the bag somewhere, or however you package it on the box, and say it's, by yourself. So I think that's, and to me then it makes it even look quality, because it makes it look like a big brand. Here I'm selling this, really well-known brand. I think it gives a bit of that feeling.
Yeah. You could probably put some co-branding on the packaging as well. I mean, of course, on the tags, but the packaging can be designed from scratch, and that
Yes.
can be really different
Yes,
from the
that's
packaging.
that's a good idea actually. We can probably think about it and work around it maybe.
Hitesh, we don't, for good ideas, we don't charge a penny.
That's great. I'm very, very, very well aware about it.
But that's a great idea to sort of do something like that.
Yeah, co-branding is a great idea.
It's a quality product. I mean, gee, it's sort of, an opportunity is an opportunity, isn't it?
Well, I think it adds to the quality of it, because it makes people think that they're buying something, unique, that you're actually reselling because it's such a good brand. I think it's a great idea. And they look quality.
They do, for sure.
So co-branding is maybe what you're talking about is when Kanye West co-brands with Nike, or any other brand, it would be something of that sort.
Exactly.
And then what's the MOQ for customization?
As I said, we 300 is an ideal MOQ for you to get the best price as a product which you want to buy in quantity, but we can do 100 pieces too if it's a customized product. But then when you are looking at if you're looking at Backstud bags, there is no MOQ, and we could probably start with 25 pieces if you want to customize Backstud bags like suggested right now with the co-branding. We could probably think about it. We'll get back to you soon on that as to how we can exactly do it. But then we could probably think of the ready stock quantity customized to be like at least 25 odd pieces.
Do you do drop shipping? Do you do drop shipping? Because since you do have ready stock, it sort of makes sense for you to offer drop shipping as well.
Yes, so we don't do it for our brand as of now. We've not done the model as of now. But then what happens is we had inquiries whether we can do it. So the logistics partner probably we could help them find a logistics partner here, or if they have a logistics partner here, if they want to get the drop shipping done for their own brand, like they create a website, they list our products, which a lot of resellers over here in India have done it for their corporate clients. So if they want to list our products, we ship them one by one. That kind of arrangement is okay for us. So anybody else looking for, listing our products, we are open to that option. Having said that, we've not done it personally for our brand, or we've not specially listed it anywhere.
Okay.
And
lead time.
Hitesh, just quickly,
Yes.
An MOV for say they're Backstud bags. I mean, you've got a lot of designs of Backstud bags. I mean, if someone wanted, I don't know, 3 or 4 different designs, once again, I know I ask this all the time, but a minimum order value, would you perceive to be adequate?
So for ready stock, there is no minimum order value. But if you have to customize it, yes, close to 25 pieces makes sense for because if you have to customize it, there is a certain process.
No, but from what we spoke of before, what we were talking about before, if we just wanted to sort of co-brand, would we? And we wanted, not just this aviator bag, but say 4 different bag stud designs, would you sort of work to a minimum order value, or not necessarily?
Are you asking if it's only bag stud or a co-branded bag?
No, I'm asking if, for instance, I wanted to spend $6,000 with you for bag stud bags, right? Yes. But I didn't want one design. I wanted to maybe have 3 or 4 designs. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a minimum order quantity might be 200 of one, 300 of another. I know the ideal MOQ for you was 300, but what I'm saying is to make it, make it a good proposition to a buyer. If I said to you, I've got $6,000 and a minimum order value, what would you suggest to me?
So would you be able to do less than 300 MOQ, per SKU? If it's like,
absolutely. Absolutely. So as I said, less than 300, 100 is also what we can do. And we do get that a lot. 2 different products clubbed together, or maybe, 2-3 different colors put together and a quantity of 300. So in some cases, yes, it can be done. Yes. That's not a problem at all. And if it's the same design, and if it's a one particular color, and if it's customized, then at least 100 is what we look at. But then if it's already our product and we know everything is ready, but then we just need to change the colors there, then we are okay with a lesser MOQ as well, combined with a couple of colors together and couple of designs together to make it a good proposition. As you said, it becomes a great idea.
Yeah, and I'm just happy that you're willing to negotiate and you're open to suggestions. That's great. Of course.
Yeah, so we also have to see what kind of design they are picking up, so when it's doable, why not?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So what about the lead time?
The lead time for any production ranges from 15 to 30 days after the final sample approval. So 15 to 30 days, depending on the quantity. Say if it's like 1,000 bags, it takes at least 15 to 20 days because there's already a schedule, a production schedule that is running. So if it's, if we think there are only 100 bags and in between a production schedule or when the next production goes into the line, we can probably do those 100 bags also. So in certain cases, we are able to achieve it in 7 to 10 days too. But then you can consider the normal average lead time to be anywhere between 15 to 30 days, depending on what's happening at the production unit here with us.
Okay.
So
do you are all your bags for men? Do you not have any bags for women?
You want a pink or a purple one?
Yeah, where's my purple one?
Yeah, we do have a lot of bags for women too. Okay.
But your brand is like Bag Stud. I wouldn't be comfortable carrying like Bag Stud.
Do you have
Megla, you want your stud in the bag.
So what we could do is, as Margaret suggested about the co-branding, so the bags for female, for women, what we can do is we can have the co-branding at our in-house facility, which is specifically dedicated for bags for women. For instance, a bag like this, in a green color or even a black color, this could be a bag for women. It's a smaller bag, right? And compact, which can carry your laptop as well. So is this okay for you, Megla?
She wants purple.
Yeah, but what I was thinking was when you were showing those, the toiletry bag. So
Yeah.
something like that for women would be really nice, like a makeup bag or a jewelry case. Because when I
Right.
travel, that's the struggle that I have. I have to carry all
And
my makeup and jewelry and everything. So yeah, that would be nice actually.
Yeah. So what we try and do is, in every SKU, at least for Backstart, what we do is, as you said, as you've seen in the first picture, the aviator orange bag. That is, what women carry here. The orange and the black one. The first one, if you can just go to that first slide over here, the first bag. This orange and black one. So this is
Yeah.
like kind of a unisex bag. So we try and make unisex bags and unisex colors in every SKU. So I'll just show you the colors. That'll be good, for men and women to carry both.
Yeah, absolutely. No, sorry, that isn't okay for a lady. Oops.
Okay, then let's go
Gotta
to
do
one of
better.
the bags, Alpha, that is there for the ladies.
You can't fool
Scroll
the
through and look
audience.
for some bright colours, make
So
sure
we can,
going black, no.
since we are on this topic, let's scroll down a little more to Alpha
Okay.
bag.
That's nice. Yeah.
Zoom. Do you actually have a bag called Zoom?
Yeah, little more.
Sprint. I like your names
Alpha.
actually.
Okay,
There you go.
Alpha. There you go. And the colors also that we have here are pretty good.
So these are the 4 colors, right? Black,
Yeah,
army,
5.
black.
The one with the yellow. Oh, total 5. So
Well,
how
let's
about
see.
this?
Lois, do you approve?
So this is smaller in size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and can carry like 11-inch or laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The next is the messenger bag. It's like a crossbody in a couple of colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we have it here. And this is again the same messenger, but with a polyester fabric and not the leatherite material. It's the same bag though.
Okay.
And this is a briefcase
Tesh,
that we
I
already.
think, Tesh, just excuse me. I think Megla's going to come in and give you some designs for a woman.
Yeah, we are open to that. Why not?
There you go.
Color boils down to personal taste. Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
it does.
That's very
It
true.
does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is also the briefcase that we already saw in the previous presentation. This is like a sleek briefcase, more like a sleeve with handle. This is a 3-in-1 bag, spruce. This is a little in the premium category, which will cost us approximately $25 for a bag. And this is the same 3-in-1 concept that I shared with you before. You can carry it as a shoulder bag, briefcase, and a backpack.
Lois saying, haha, yes, they are better. It is probably the colors.
Great. At least we have one bag for women here. So this is a promotional bag that normally corporate companies use for their employees. They use it in their welcome kits when they give the entire welcome kit with a backpack. So this is one of the bags that goes a lot in the corporate market. This is again a 3-in-1 bag. And almost all the bags have a provision for the USB charger and rain covers as well. So almost all the bags have provision and a separate compartment where the rain covers are put. This is the Amaze backpack that we already saw.
Yeah.
So, and this is one of the other designs of the backpacks. This has, I think, close to 5 to 6 colors, different colors here. And apart from that, I can probably show you a couple of bags here. So this is a sleeve with handles again. I just quickly run through a couple of bags that we have here, which are not in the catalog.
Yeah.
And this is
someone
your
is
pen.
also asking to see the inside of the bike backpack.
Okay.
Have a look
Roll
inside
top.
the bike
Green
backpack.
roll
There's
top.
time, Bernadette.
So it's a little difficult to see from the roll top side because it's a black lining. I don't know how easy it will be for you to see. Probably I can share a picture if you can drop your email ID. And yeah, though we can see it from here. So the laptop compartment. This is the interior. This is again a water resistant lining.
Yeah, they're nicely finished.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we had to keep a little bit of cleaner and simpler organizer inside because it's not a bag of a huge capacity. It does not have a lot of because it's a biker backpack. We do not usually keep it for a 28 or a 30-liter bag. So we keep the organizer also accordingly so that the space is there for other things for you to keep.
Right. The very lovely Hitesh, thank you for showing. Do you do backpack picnic sets?
Yes, so we did get a lot of pictures a while ago after doing the show, but we have never executed those bags. So anything and everything in bags. If there's a slight change here and there, why not? Any kind of bag you can think of is what we can make over here. So there are a lot of holders and the products that we had not even heard about as utility for the government institutions and for requirements from the government. We had the solar panel bag, which was more like a jacket than a backpack. So we were able to do that as well. So all the related products can easily be achieved.
Right. Price range of these products for 500 units. I think you discussed the price ranges previously for some of the bags. And Dave, if you are interested in specific bags, it would be better to reach out to them, to Hitesh directly, and get some information, because as Hitesh said earlier, it's not a very straightforward thing to give pricing for any bag. There's so many different components and materials, and all of those things need to be taken into account. So
Yes.
yeah, reach out to him directly.
Having said that, like there's a range starts from $7 and can go up to how many ever, depending on what kind of bag you're looking at. It could be a premium bag or anything. It start at $7. Though I can share the price list for the ready Backseat bags that we have with us.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, if you can share the price list of the ready bags, I could probably put it in the Google Drive folder as well for everyone to access, if you're okay with that.
Yes, I'm totally fine with that. That's absolutely
okay. Fine. Sure. So does the catalog show photos of the inside of each bag? Example, the 3-in-1. No,
so
right?
no, it does not have the inside of it, but then we do have HD images of all the bags because we get the photo shoots done for each one of them. So if there's any specific bag that you're looking at, we can share all the HD photos from all the angles and from inside for it to you.
Okay, cool. So Hitesh, are there any other bags that you want to show us before we wrap up over here?
Pretty much. I mean, I can go on and on the entire day, but
Hey, we're going to break our record again today.
We have hundreds of samples. So I'll just show you one bag that is the bag that I've been using lately. So this is a chest bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, this is.
How do you wear it? So you wear it in the front, is it?
I'll have to get my earphones on.
Yeah.
So you wear it like a t-shirt, like.
Yeah, put it on. Yeah, so it goes over your back.
Okay.
Put your head through it.
Yes, put your head through it.
It looks like a parachute.
So the mesh is on your back and the patch is on your front. So that'd be good. It's like a back. Yeah, good.
That's again a very good idea to put a parachute here. So when you're on a domestic flight where they normally don't give you parachutes, is the place. This is the time to catch.
And all the people that don't get one would be panicking.
Great.
Okay. In order for customization to be done, are we to draw up something to illustrate the idea and then go on Zoom to discuss? Yeah.
Absolutely.
What sort of information do you need? Also, I mean, of course, the specifications for each bag are really different. But let's say somebody doesn't have the capability to create a tech pack, for example, for you. How should they proceed?
What you can do is, if you are not from a design background, or the product background, what you can do is you can share reference pictures. We can Then what we do is, then we make a mood board. So you share a couple of reference pictures. The mood board is made on the basis of what kind of styling that you're looking at, and what is the main utility that you want, and then the target pricing also. So then we know that this is the kind of product that you're looking at, this is the design, and at least these are the features that you're looking at, and then we develop something accordingly. Probably we start by giving you a rough drawing of it, or probably a reference which we can modify a little bit before making the actual sample. So once we boil down to the final design, we discuss the kind of bag that you want in terms of design and the look of it mainly, and then we go ahead by making the prototype once all those things are finalized. So before making the prototype, we give a range of pricing, say a range of $12 to $14 or $18 to $20 from a bag that we already probably which we've not made, or it's a new bag which has to be customized from scratch. So we give you a range. So once you're comfortable with that range, $18 to $20, is then when you go ahead and say, okay, I'm okay with this range, and now you can develop a prototype for us. Prototyping fee is close to $100 plus shipping, which will be deducted against the actual order once you place one, and that's how it works.
Okay, cool. I hope that was clear, Meg. So that will be handy when traveling to Southeast Asian countries like the Philippines, or where you're conscious of security. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah.
China as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Hitesh, thank you so much for your time today and for showing all of these amazing products. Very, very interesting. And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of inquiries. And of course, are you already in our Facebook group?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay, cool. So guys, if you have any inquiries or questions, email Hitesh, or you can also tag him in the Facebook group. Well, Hitesh, thank you so much. We will
Thank you
see
so
you
much.
around.
It was great, and thanks for all the great ideas here. I'll hopefully see you guys soon.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Thanks,
All right.
Satish.
Thank you for
All right,
showing us
take
so
care.
good innovative products, Hitesh. Thanks for
Thank
your
you so
time.
much. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you guys. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bernadette, I will be in contact.
Bye.
Are you able to share where I can find the webinar on shipping you mentioned earlier? Yes. So what you need to do is, if you're in our Facebook group, go to the India Sourcing Facebook group, and then just do a search for shipping. And there should be or the other thing you can do is go into topics and look for Webinar Wednesday as a topic. And then once you click on Webinar Wednesday, you'll be able to see all of the webinars that we've done in the past, and just look for the one on shipping. I think we did that last year. Was it last year?
It wasn't that long ago.
I'm just thinking, didn't Shamishka also do a Viz?
Oh yeah, that was very recently.
That was recently, wasn't it? That's what I'm thinking. I think it must have been the January Viz.
Yeah. Well, Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but if you can just message me and I will tag you on the post then. Just send me a message on Messenger. Cool. Okay, just as a reminder, this is where you can find all of the catalogs for today, and also all of the previous Viz shows that you've done. So go ahead and download the catalogs. If you want to reach out to any of the companies, do that directly. All their email addresses and contact details are there. Just let them know that you are from Viz. And yeah, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. And tomorrow is really exciting because we've got Kumud coming in, who is our resident expert for wooden products. And there's so many people in our group, I think, who are looking to import and develop wooden products. And there's so many questions that people ask in the group. Right, Mark?
Yes, no, and I think, she's just going to clear up a few points with, people get confused what they need to do and certification and that. So I think hopefully this will help a lot of people, and it'll be a reference that they can go back to and get all the information from the horse's mouth, because she's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, and the other thing, if you're sort of looking for constructing any particular design from wood, she's also got a lot of practical experience working with many different factories, and she's the lady.
Yeah, and she's also really good with construction of products. If you are developing a specific product that requires joints or that requires, to be able to carry a certain amount of weight, she's really good to guide you on those types of things as well. What kind of joints should you be using for a particular product? Should you use nails or glue or other types of joints, and the finishing?
What works and what doesn't? What works and what doesn't, Meg? Yeah.
Exactly. And
She's
also
very
things
practical.
like and also how to treat wood. I mean, whether or not wood has been treated properly by a supplier. She's really good at telling that, just from a picture. You show her a picture and she's like, yeah, nah, they haven't done a good job of curing or treating the wood. There's something wrong over there. So tomorrow is the same time as today. So we started 2.5 hours ago. And so
is that all?
Is that all? Yeah. Really great show today. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome.
Pleasure.
Really glad to hear that.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else, Mark, Kevin, before we wrap up and sign off?
Not really. Actually, just something that's just come through my feed on my phone now, and I think we'll probably post it into the group, is from Sea Air Global regarding the Suez Canal. So I think if we post it into the group, everyone can read it without me reading it all out. You can all read it for yourself. So we'll pop that into the group. So look out for that post because it's quite important.
Mark, what, they emptying it?
Wish they did. It's gonna. Yeah. You just need to read. You need to read the message. It's not good news.
No.
Thank you, lovely.
I really be really ready to.
Good to see you, Lewis. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, so guys, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And
thank you, everyone. Thanks to everyone for joining us.
Okay, bye.